Hello. In British politics, we have a serial loser called Nigel Farage. He finally got himself a parliamentary seat as an MP after multiple failed attempts, and he only actually got that seat because of a tactical error on the part of the Labour leader Keir Starmer, who was following the corrupt advice of the Svengali-like Morgan McSweeney. But that's another story. We're more interested today in talking about Mr. Farage. Now, Mr. Farage has two real weaknesses. He cannot tell the truth. He always lies. And he has an exceptionally thin skin. Now, as his one-man band that he calls the Reform Party, but is actually a single man driving a car with tin cans tied to the back of it to make a lot of noise and sound like it's more than one man, but it isn't really. It's only Nigel Farage, and we know that because when he turns up in press conferences with lots of his Tories that have defected to him, he won't let them answer a question. He insists on taking all the questions. He can't bear to be out of the limelight. Well, that's really unfortunate, because when he's in the limelight, he can't bear to be challenged with questions about what he said in the past. And he has two tactics to deal with that. The first of which is simply to bulldozer the person interviewing him and drown their questions out simply by saying no, 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 until they give up. Well, from time to time he comes across somebody of sterner stuff, like Beth Rigby from Sky News, who just talks over his no, 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 and repeats her question and insists on an answer. And then he gets really stuck and has to say no, 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 and then he has to lie, and for emphasis. And this is the tell with Nigel Farage when he's really up against it, when he's really rattled. He nods his head to head in an imaginary ball of lies into the back of the net, and he keeps on jerking his head as he speaks, like that. He emphasizes, this is what I'm saying. This is the truth. This is what you should be hearing. But of course, all we're seeing is a man stressed out and unable to cope with demands of reality and accountability and accepting responsibility. Well, Nigel Farage, you asked for it. Nobody twisted your arm to make you a politician. You should have stuck to just being a millionaire. Bye.